It's great to see so many of you here this morning. For those of you who haven't met me yet, I'm Rebecca Schasching. I'm one of the co-presidents of Govis. I'd also like to introduce Matt Mansell, the other co-president. Tell you one thing I've learned in the last few weeks: time really speeds up the closer you get to an event. So talk about delivery at pace. I'd also like to introduce you to the rest of the Govis committee. So committee members, wherever you are, can you give us a wave? Mick Crouch, Claire Benson, Andrew Black, Claire Mystery, where are you, Claire? And Mark Visbecki. And I'm not sure, John Russell Hodge was meeting the Minister. Yes, well, thanks, John. So, we've got the usual housekeeping. You've all probably got one of these, so if we could have it on silent, that would be fantastic. People will be asked to dance if your phone goes off. Okay, if the fire alarms go off, we'll probably exit through the main entrance where you came in this morning. The muster point is between Te Papa and Circa. If there's an earthquake, I think you know the drill: duck, cover, hold. You've all got nice tables to get under, and then we'll wait for further instructions from a Te Papa host or from the emergency warden. Mind you, the quake breakers in this building are pretty good, so I think we're probably in the safest building in Wellington. To our wonderful, wonderful sponsors, thank you so much. We can't run these events without your support and your commitment. In particular, I'd like to thank Datacom, our premier sponsor, our 4 program sponsors: Intergen, Information Leadership, HP and Rivera. And I'm sure by now you've had a look at the back of the program. There is an array of individual sponsors. So I hope you've had a coffee, maybe have an ice cream later, and do try the organic fresh juice. Speaking of coffee, some of you may have one of these. Very rare conference collateral. They will allow you to jump the coffee queue. So, look, I've been reflecting about delivery at pace and what it means. And the story that I thought about was one we're probably all familiar with: the tortoise and the hare. Now, I know that you probably all know that the hare bragged and bragged and bragged about how fast he was, and then he took some risks along the way. I think he stopped to play and have a sleep. And of course, I think you all know the outcome of that story. But I'll be interested over the next 2 days to see whether the tortoise is still the winner. And I know in the debate tomorrow afternoon, there's quite an interesting angle on delivery at pace. So I invite you to connect with people you haven't seen since last year, to meet some new people, to share some stories, and best of all, to learn and take some learnings back to your organisations. So welcome to Govis 2014. Right, my next piece of duty is it is my pleasure to welcome and introduce the Honourable Peter Dunn, the Minister of Internal Affairs, who will be not only opening today's conference, but giving us a ministerial perspective on what delivering at pace is all about. Now, what you may not know about the Minister, that like me and probably some of you, he was born in Christchurch. And I have it on good authority that he is a die-hard Crusaders fan, and I know that's a dangerous pastime here in the capital. And they are doing well. I think I checked this morning, we're 3rd on the table. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what challenges our Minister has for us, particularly in relation to the government ICT strategy and action plan.